let's work on the composite just a little bit. So just like we did before, we're going to color correct these, and I'll use curves to start. Actually, let's pre-compose our background too. Yeah, we'll call it BG for background. And we'll throw curves on here. And we'll just adjust the color. It's a tiny bit of red. Take out just the tiniest bit of blue. And we'll also go here and we'll boost up the gamma just a little bit. Now we can do the same thing for the keyed footage. We can flatten this out just a little bit. Be just a little bit less. And then we'll desaturate it just a little bit with tint. Get over there. Tint. I'll pull that down so we're just looking at like just a hair. That does quite a lot to help sell this because this is kind of desaturated colors here. This low contrasty kind of day. So we have that, and then we're going to that, which helps just sell it just a little bit. Maybe we'll push these back up just a hair. Let me take that down to -5. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Now, there's another kind of technique that we can do to kind of blend the background onto the foreground, and that's doing a little bit of light wrap. So let's take our background footage. We're going to duplicate it, and then we are going to duplicate our keyed footage. Now, this keyed footage, we actually don't need this or that. We'll take this background footage. We're going to press F4. We're going to set this to alpha matte. We want to duplicate this one more time. Then we'll take both of these, pre-compose them. We'll call this light wrap. And then we will take this. Oh, I want to do alpha inverted. This is set to alpha inverted. So now we have just a little bit of edge here, and we want to make more of an edge. So we are going to apply a wee bit of a simple choke. Choke that in like so, maybe that much. Then we'll do a fast blur. Actually, we can just get it like that. And now what we have is the background overlaid onto the keyed footage. And this brings a little bit of the background coloring onto my footage. Now, it kind of can look a little bit funny right now, but we're going to fix that up just a little bit. Let's double click and go into the light wrap. And we are going to take the background. We're going to drop a fast blur on that and blur that out to like 75. There we go. We're basically just looking for the tones in this. We don't want to see any detail. So we go back to our comp here. And now what we have is we have the tones in that footage. And we can overlay that over this. Now, if we hit T, we can adjust the opacity of this. We can also change the blending mode to something like add. And we'll just give it a little bit of juice. And then I'll help blend the tones just a little bit. We can see we have, this is with, this is without. It's just a little subtle light wrap and helps just kind of pull everything together just a little bit. Somehow that got undone there. We can also push back the soft edge just a little bit by using a curves on our keyed footage. We can go to the alpha. And if we push that back, we can fill in just a little bit to get rid of just some of those soft edges. We don't want a hard edge, but it's without, and that's with. Maybe that's too much there. Just a hair. It does look just a hair soft. And now, lastly, what we can do, ooh, that's not how you spell that, is drop a fast blur on the background, repeat edge pixels, and blur this just a little bit, maybe 15 pixels, or maybe like 10 pixels, something like that. And this will give the illusion of kind of depth of field. Now you can use the lens blur plugin, but that takes quite a long time to render. So now we have our comp 1. Let's drop this into a new comp, and let's just do a little bit of adjusting here to color correct this whole scene. Actually, let's jump back here just a little bit and look at the coloring, the reds. It looks like maybe it's just a touch too much red in the shadows. Yeah, that looks better.